Okay, so we have a number of decanters here today, and decanters are commonly used for putting red wine inside, and then it allows the wine to breathe. And normally when you decant a wine, you want to let it sit there for about half an hour, maybe an hour. And you can also take your decanter and swirl it around, slosh the wine around. I say to people, when you pour your wine into your decanter, don't be gentle. Like, actually pour it right in, let it chug in there, foam, and then let it settle down, and it'll really help open up the wine. And you know, there are some theories with different shapes of decanters for different types of wine, but really for most of the wines that most of us are drinking, it doesn't really matter. When you're dealing with 100-year-old Madeiras that have a lot of sediment, you might want to have a taller decanter and things like that. But you know, unless you're drinking 100-year-old Madeiras all the time. But most of the time we want to just pick a decanter that we like the look of. So I've got a few here that are all very different in shape, and I'll just go through and show these to you. This is one that we really like because it's actually dual function. So you can use it as a red wine decanter, but then underneath is the secret compartment, and you can fill it with ice and use it as a white wine chiller instead. So you can fill it with white wine, or maybe even juice if you're entertaining, any kind of fruit beverage, and then keep it cool. Now, what's nice about this one as well is it does have these rings around the top, so it will, there is a little bead of wine, it'll catch and sort of roll along there. This right here is what we call a classic design, and but what I like about this one is that it's not quite as narrow as some of them. I don't know if you've ever seen ones that are a little bit narrow, a little bit longer. You literally almost need to turn your arm completely upside down to get the last bit of wine out. So this one has a much nicer shape, really nice design. They say that this is dripless. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's quite glistening. So it's almost shiny. And so there's a coating that they put on the crystal. But you know, we've tried it, and there will be the odd drip that still seems to come out. This one here is fun. It's called a duck decanter, and it's nice and low. So if you're having a table that you don't want to be looking through your decanter, looking into people, this is a nice low decanter, because most of the decanters do have a bit of height to them. This is one that I personally really like. It's called Omega, and it's part of Ravenscroft, which is a crystal company. But what's interesting about it is when you pour into it, the wine sprays down both sides. So it almost looks like a fountain. It's really quite beautiful and very showy, and it's a nice thick crystal. Ravenscroft crystal is crystal, but it's unleaded. They use titanium instead of lead. So definitely encourage people to get a nice crystal decanter. It's much better than getting a inexpensive glass decanter. Then we have a few other decanter toys here. So one of the things that you might need for your decanter when you are finished with it and have washed it is to turn it upside down, and then it will drip, and it'll help air out and help get those last little bit of water molecules out of it. And then it's also good for storage, because if you keep it on a decanter stand, it'll keep any dust or anything from getting inside your decanter, and then it's ready for use the next time. Another really fun toy that I really like a lot is what's called decanter cleaning balls. And you would take them out of this bag, but what I like about the Swissmar design is that it comes in this little case. So what you can do is open it up, pour it in your decanter, and then it's used for cleaning the inside of your decanter, because sometimes it's hard to get in all of those cracks and crevices, and help with the staining. So you put the little balls in there, swirl it around, and then it kind of gets into all of those grooves. Now, if you have a lot of staining in your decanter already, it may not get that out, but it's good to use all the time. And then what's great about it is you can pour into your decanter into here, and it captures the little balls, as opposed to pouring them onto a washcloth and then having to pick them out like some other brands. So that's why I really like this. It's actually Peugeot that produces this. And then we also have a decanter cleaner. So this is pliable, it has wire, and so you can use this to kind of twist and turn and get inside your decanter and try and scrub in there a little bit. So there's a few fun things to help you with your decanter, and decanters are lots of fun, and they're very showy. So I hope you enjoy it.